Preacher man, let me tell you something. If there's anyone that should maintain his composure at this table, should be you. You are the academician. You were the one that went to school of divinity. I didn't have any kind of schooling. I didn't even have kindergarten. So you should be more civil with your tongue. You told folks that I'm disgraceful because I smoke marijuana. I said, but that is the God in heaven truth. I will always smoke marijuana until I die. But you see, I can't violate God. You violate God on many levels. I said, preacher man, just go to the book of Genesis. The herbs are for the healing of the nations. In the book of Genesis, in the book of Revelation, in the book of Ezekiel. How did you happen to miss that? I said, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to try to help you. I said, whenever a black man put starch and blood in his mouth, not only would he deny God, which every preacher on the planet is exhibiting today, and you are one of them. And I'm not blaming you preachers to do that, because we didn't know how effective starch and meat could be against the Creator. They put us in a state of stupor. Could you imagine that the Bible states that the herbs are for healing and the fruits is for meat?
Doctor, you don't eat any meat?
No, I don't eat any meat.
No beef?
No.
No pork?
No.
No chicken?
No. And today
fish?
my wife wants me to go and eat some fish. But you know something?
They got some group of fish here.
Look, I tell you, man, don't tell me about it. I hate to come to the Bahamas.
No, but let me come to this one.
I'm going to put a piece of fish in my mouth tonight, but I'm going to tell my wife, don't try that again.
But what is wrong with a piece of stew beef? What's wrong with some nice fresh pork? What's wrong with some nice chicken breasts and so on? What does that do to the body that is harmful?
Okay, I'm going to use myself and my clients as an example.
Right.
I was only 30 years of age, and I was totally impotent.
30?
30, no, I was impotent at 20, no, I was impotent at 28.
28?
Yeah, because...
you're supposed to be firing on all cylinders.
I wasn't firing on any. I was dead, down for the count. I was 27 when I was diagnosed as having diabetes. I was born with asthma, so I had asthma for 27 years plus diabetes. At 28, I found myself impotent. Oh my God, impotent at 28, all the way to 30. But I was eating the thing that you said because my mother know how to cook red beans.
Yeah.
She even put a bit of syrup in it to make it kind of sweet, or sugar. And coconut milk and rice. Coconut milk and the beans with this rice and this nice little piece of chuleta, pork chop. I thought my mama loved me. But when I found out later, her and I was talking, she said, how do you feel about me feeding you all these things that were bad for you? I said, Mom, did you know what you were doing? She said, no. I said, that is what we have to do now. We have to clean up, Mother. Mother, we have been a victim of 600 years of imposition. We don't know what we should eat, Mom. Mom, I escaped death because I went to the United States and I began to listen. I was cured by a Mexican in Mexico in 1964. I was 31 years of age.
When you say cured, that means your impotence was eliminated.
Oh, eliminated. So
your asthma was eliminated.
I don't have that anymore, nor do I have the diabetes. And many other things. I was insane. I really hated people. And this is how I know that when someone is deploying these words that are less than good, make you feel good, the person is sick. I was there. I did that. I want to kill my ex-wife. And the woman wasn't bad. Marilyn was a very good woman. And I love Marilyn. Oh, I love her. I love the woman now. But I want to kill her. But that wasn't strange. Look what Phyllis Hyman, the great singer in America, did. She killed herself. Not only her, What about Angela Yates? She drowned her 5 boys. She had to do that. We have to begin to look at disease, at the act of the individual, and place it in a disease perspective. We are sick. Because I could have killed my wife. And I'm not a criminal. Why did I want to kill my wife? Because I was full of mucus. The mucus was on the brain. When mucus is on your brain, you see things, you think all kind of evil things. Look, people tell me that when they are in the bed, just laying down, thinking about nothing in particular, here come this ugly thought that have them crying.
Yes.
You see?
Right.
It says that the brain now is stressed. When the Mexican removed my disease state, I used to cry every evening around 4 o'clock. I used to go home to cry. But I remember locking the windows, making everything dark. I live in a very dark world. And notice carefully, people that are stressed go in their house. They live in a dark world. They don't want the outside to come in. They don't even want you to come into their life because they are very stressed.
Go on. What did you create, doctor? One of the products that I have been using, in addition to Viento, and I'll come to that in a minute, is this product called Seamoss. I've never found a product in my life like a Seamoss. When I started, Jamal gave me this product one day when I came to his store, and it changed my life. It changed my life. Now, you and I have talked on a couple of occasions, but this product changed my life. Jamal gave me this cup to drink the Seamoss, and I haven't been the same since. Now, I've been a vegetarian of sorts since 1982. I've been very astute and fastidious about my diet since 1982. But when this brother gave me that Seamoss, that was a different thing altogether. I was like going from grade school into college.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah,
Boom.
it did that to me.
Totally. You know? So, and Jamal is tremendous in explaining all of the phenomenal benefits and characteristics of Seamoss, but there's something still must-see about Seamoss that I am not sure of, because, man, it is phenomenal. What is it about Seamoss?
Seamoss scientifically is known as Chondrus crypsis, and it's supposed to have potassium iodide, potassium phosphate, a large percentage of calcium and magnesium. This is why I could fall on my knees on concrete right now at 78. I don't feel any pain. I fall from a standing position. Seamoss strengthened the bones. Seamoss strengthened the brain. Seamoss have the power to bind radioactivity. Seamoss is powerful. I didn't make Seamoss. God did. I just combined Seamoss with bladderwrack or Fucus verrucosus, and they make a beautiful combination.
How often should I take Seamoss?
Look, drink it as much as you want, all day, every day if you want to, because the more you drink, the better it is. It's cheaper by the dozen.
What does it do for you?
It does everything, except it doesn't fire the body up. It strengthens the body, but it doesn't fire the body up like iron. You see, iron is the spark plug of the human body.
Okay.
Iron is the only mineral on the planet that is magnetic. So, being that iron is magnetic, it have a tendency to pull other minerals to it. You understand? It pulls magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, zinc, opium, and all the rest. Gold. Iron pulls all those minerals to it. So it would be safe to say that when you take large doses of iron every day, you are taking all the other minerals on the planet.
But they say that if you take large doses of iron and it makes you this, it makes you that, and it's bad for you.
I tell you what, they are absolutely right. If you take too much iron, it would even bind you.
Yes.
It would cause astringency in your intestines.
That's correct.
But you're not talking about God iron.
You're talking about iron made in this factory somewhere.
They are talking about ferrous sulfate. Seamoss tells you iron fluorine. There is a difference.
Amen.
Ferrous sulfate is derived from the oxide state of iron. Iron is expressed on two levels on the planet. One in a plant, the other a rock. But when you take the iron ore and you smelt it, you make a bridge and you make steel. But you can't put that in the human body.
Right.
And this is what the drugstores have been selling us.
Oh, God.
What we do is to sell you iron fluorine, not ferrous sulfate.
And you can take as much as that as you want.
Look, I tell you what. You could take a bottle a day. And wait, I want to tell you a little story on iron. There's a little man coming from Bakersfield, California. Dr. Sebi, please don't leave Los Angeles right now because I have to see you. I have to see you. The poor old man hung up the phone. And I couldn't respond to the old man. I wanted to tell the old man that I didn't have any more treatment. All I had was a case of iron. But when by the time the old man drove from Bakersfield to L.A., I already had my brain working. The old man doesn't know what my treatment really are. So I said, Mr. Johnson, his name, Rob Johnson. Mr. Johnson. I said, sir, take a bottle of iron a day for 7 days. And what that man did, what that man told me, by taking iron in 7 days, a whole bottle, nobody ever tell me before him. His sugar went down, his penis came up, his eyes cleared up, his energy went. This old man began to tell, but the old man didn't know that he did not get the regular treatment from me. All I had to give was iron. I was taking a chance.
How old was he?
The old man?
Yeah.
Oh, he was young. He was 86. Hey, but wait, how about Uncle Bob? Uncle Bob is in an old folks' home. Now, this story, I'm writing this in my book, my second book. This old man, Uncle Bob, is in an old folks' home with a bunch of women. He's 90, okay? All the ladies in their 70s, late 70s, late 60s. But the mess boy in the kitchen told me, he said, hey, man, what you giving that old man? I said, why you ask me that? He said, man, something changed, yeah. I said, because see all these ladies, they were complaining about the waffles was too dry, the eggs was too wet, the this, the that, everything was bad. But since you've been giving that old man this medicine, I mean, I've been cooking the same food the same way, and nobody is complaining, but everybody is laughing.
What was happening?
You ask Uncle Bob.
He was taking care of business.
Yeah, but Mother Payne was taking care of business at 87 too. And we went to look for Mother Payne one night in D.C. and we knocking on the door. And Mother Payne wouldn't come out. So this old man come out and said, what y'all want? I said, we came to see Mother Payne. But look, get away from this door. And bam, he slammed the door. He's back. Look, let me tell you something.
90 years of old, batting.
It's beautiful. You think that Mother Payne is batting 1,000? No, Uncle Bob either. Now, come on now, fellas. Last month, a month before last, a young man in Somalia got married. Right, that was 17. How old was the groom?
I'd like to know.
Come on, take a pick.
45.
No, up twice.
55.
No, twice.
95.
Twice 55.
Twice 50?
Yeah, come on.
110.
Go up some more.
115.
No.
120.
117.
117.
He was 117.
Married a 17-year-old.
He is only 100 years older. So they asked her. It was on CNN. So they asked the girl, well, how do you know that your honeymoon light will be consummated? He said, I already know, because I'm pregnant.
117.
That's right. You call CNN.
Good God. Dr. Sebi is my guest this afternoon. Hey, you got a question? Let me go to your text line, 376-3868, 376-3868. Friends, let me tell you something. and I want you to listen to this very carefully. Dr. Sebi is going to be at BFM tomorrow at 1 o'clock. You want tickets? You can get tickets tomorrow, beginning at 9:30 at New Life. Or you can get it today. You can go right now at New Life. New Life is just north of the Little General Store on East Street. Most people know where that is. Or you can call 323-0075. Let me tell you about Dr. Sebi. This is about proof. I'm not talking about what is theoretical. This is proof. Dr. Sebi is a man who was cured by his program and his methods and his recipes. His new electric foods for electric body. It's cured. Did I say cure? Spell it. C-U-R-E. Cured. Diabetes, cancer, every kind. AIDS, lupus, herpes, blindness, sickle cell anemia, paralysis, hypertension, insomnia, asthma, fibroids, autism, Alzheimer's, impotence, mental illness, prostate cancer, heart disease, and much more. Heart disease, hypertension, diabetes is the killer, or are the killers in the Bahamian society, including all other diseases such as cancers and so on and so forth. Do you want a cure? Or do you want to succumb to the medical establishment and orthodox medicine who talks about managing your condition? No. Dr. Sebi is about curing. You heard him earlier in this program. He'll repeat it for your benefit. In 4 days down at his village in Honduras, diabetes, been around for 25, 30 years in somebody's being cured. Did I say cured? C-U-R-E-D. Tomorrow, go by Jamal, pick up a ticket, and present yourself at BFM at 1 o'clock tomorrow. You know what BFM is on Kamaica Road? Yeah, 1 o'clock tomorrow. Dr. Sebi is going to be giving a talk. Products will be available. Products are going to be down here tomorrow. Let me tell you what, I'm talking from experience. Did you hear me say I say experience? Make sure you get Seamoss and Viento. Seamoss and Viento. Make sure you take your Viento and Seamoss twice a day. Friends, let me tell you something. You will be a different person completely and totally.